Hey everyone, this is Dr. Nimira and I am here with Julie. And Julie actually just started care here just 2 weeks ago and came in here. I'll let you tell her your story actually. Why are you here?
I'm here to change my migraine story. I've had them since I was 7 years old, and I got to a point probably in the last 3 years that I figured I would have them until I died. And I met this wonderful woman, and she spoke really passionately about kind of changing people's conversations about chronic pain, and it intrigued me enough to sit down and talk to her since I've been going to doctors since I was 7, and this is the first time I looked at kind of the skeletal frame and maybe how alignment could be playing into them, and so I'm changing the conversation.
Awesome. Could you share a little bit of the different types of treatments you've done in the past?
Sure. So I've worked with probably about 20 different neurologists in my lifetime. I've worked with acupuncturists. I've worked with nutritionists. We have looked at a daily preventative that was a blood pressure-based medicine. I have been on probably every type of migraine medicine that you can think of. And all of them had temporary solutions as opposed to permanent. I even spent a big amount of money last year going to see a specialist in Santa Monica that was highly revered, and really the conversation ended up in them telling me that I have more of the type of personality that tends to get migraines as opposed to what solutions could I take or things I could do differently. And so I just kind of put my hands up and thought, I got great medicine that works. Maybe this is what I'll continue to do. And then I met Dr. Nimira, and she completely changed my perspective on it being a permanent fixture as opposed to something that we could work together to treat.
Awesome. Thank you. And so what is it about upper cervical that really intrigued you?
I like the science of it. To be really honest, I like that it's looking at my skeletal frame and it's looking at maybe why they're happening as opposed to let's just fix them or give you something that will take them away. And for the first time, someone looked at the way my body is built and how I hold my posture and what's going on with my neck and my shoulders that are probably the culprits. And so I also love that it was non-invasive. To be very honest, I've always been a little scared of chiropractors from the popping and twisting because it seems invasive, and I have such a sensitive neck and head, and I don't want to trigger a migraine, so I've just stayed away. And so this was the first time where it was, we're going to take x-rays, we're going to diagnose why it's happening, and we're going to create a treatment plan with an end date to get rid of them. And so that was the first time in 30 plus years that I've ever heard anyone say that let's be partners and let's change this conversation. And so honestly, that's why I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what would you say to someone who is interested and not really sure and kind of teetering on the edge of just making the first step and making a call?
Well, if you've had migraines a long time and they take you from your life or your profession or your spouses and kids, it's not a life sentence. I used to just think that I would have them forever. So if you're at least a little intrigued, call and have a phone, just call. I think knowing your options is the formula of being a successful person, and knowing mine and allowing me to kind of take a little more control over getting rid of them feels really good. So I just would highly recommend you knowing your options and knowing all of them, because this really surprised me. I've never had a doctor tell me, especially in this line of work, we're going to create a treatment plan and there's an end date. Because I've experienced chiropractors to be someone a lot like a therapist that you're always having to go see. And I don't know, I don't have a lot of time in my life to step away and commit to these types of things outside of what I juggle with our family. So this was just a really different conversation. Awesome. And I'm really grateful that I had it, because I'm already seeing the differences, and we're 2 weeks in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What are a few things that you've noticed? I know we talked about a couple of them last time.
Well, one of the big things my x-ray showed is that my alignment in my neck was off, and that for every inch that it's off, it puts an extra additional 10 pounds of weight on your shoulders. And one of the big complaints I had coming in was how much pressure I feel in my shoulders at any given time, which tends to cause a lot of headaches. And just within the first few adjustments, I noticed a very different sense of pressure on my shoulders. Like, I always have to remind my body to put my shoulders down, and I didn't have to do that for the week following the 2 sessions. So to me, that was a huge improvement.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm so excited to see how this journey goes for us.
Call her. She's really, really good.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully we'll do this again sometime soon. Take care and have a happy Thursday. Bye-bye.